Boo, boo, boo. What's up, folks? How y'all doing? I'm like way behind. And I've basically filled up my folder, my political folder again. My talking point folder, I guess you would say, but it's named my political folder. Yeah, Birds of Prey flops, or whatever the fuck they changed the name. Anyway, let's just get into feminists are really just fucking up the damn Western world. Yeah, they are. They are the minority. They're fucking it up for everybody. They're fucking it up for themselves. They're fucking it up for women, real women who are not feminists that make up the majority of the female population. And they're fucking it up for men too. Here's the thing, is pretty much men don't care. Men, we really don't. I mean, this whole bullshit, I mean, feminist movie after feminist movie of we don't need no men, we can do it on our own. And then turn around and blame the men when your shit fails. Like, wait, bitch, I wasn't even there. How you blaming me? I wasn't even there. It's so stupid. Anyway, let's get into this. All these leftist people are just a joke. Just a fucking joke.
And it's up to Coon and friends to stop it. Yes, toolshed. Why do we have to be called Coon and friends? What? We all fight crime together. How come we're just your friends?
Yeah, we want to be called the extreme of the.
Yeah, Extreme Avenger League. I told you, Tupperware. Extreme Avenger League doesn't work.
Why not?
It's confusing. Coon is a brand people already know. Why can't it be Mosquito with friends? Nobody's fucking heard of you, Mosquito.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy from TheQuartering and some epic news. Perhaps the biggest L.
Oh, I know. I've been paying attention for the last couple of days and finally decided, I mean, I'm retired. I'm already home anyway after running errands and shit. So I was like, fine. And my voice is starting to go out. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab a lozenge real quick. I'm one of those people, after being in debate and things like that, my life, throughout my life and things, I have to voice, my thoughts. My voice is already, I was just like, what? Watching TheQuartering's video, I was just like, what? Absolute. I mean, I've already seen like Young Ripa and everybody, I've already been seeing like all these other videos of everybody already like, we told you, we knew it. We knew this movie was going to fucking fail. Yeah, 55% of their clients or people who actually went to see the movie were men. So they're blaming men for the movie failing, but over 50% of the money that came in for this movie was from men. So can you imagine if all men had literally just said, all right, like how those of us who were like, all right, which every movie, Charlie's Angels, all these feminist movies, like we don't need no men, don't even go see the movie. We don't fucking need you. Every time they've done that shit, I'm like, all right, well, I ain't gonna go see your fucking movie then. Can you imagine if all the other men didn't go see this movie would have done worse. So it's funny how they say they don't need men, but the majority of people who saw the movie were men. Funny how you're going to blame us for this movie failing. How about you blame the women who didn't support the fucking movie? How about that? How about being real? But no, we know these people don't want to be real. We know they don't want to live in the real world. They just want to blame everybody else for their shit. Oh my God, this is so stupid.
We've seen in the modern cinema era getting worse. Before I get into it, I just want to say thank you. No, it's not an ad. Thank you to all of you for embracing Sive on this channel. I don't know if you noticed, but editing has been a little spicier, and that's partly because PewDiePie's editor has spent the last 3 weeks not only helping on the channel here, but also helping coach up Sean a little bit too. And this is the end of our agreed period. No, that doesn't mean Pewds is coming back. I don't have any information on that. But I just want to say thank you, Sav. It's been real. Now, Birds of Prey has continued to baffle some people in terms of why it's failing.
What technology has really ruined the world, made the world better, better. Things were simpler back then, actually. Things were simpler. Some things have gotten better. Most things have actually gotten worse because of technology. I don't understand how people, as he's saying, people are dumbfounded, people are confused, because the majority of us are not fucking drugged. Majority of us have a brain in our head. Majority of us understand and live in the real world. No matter how fake Hollywood and the media keep trying to push this fake world, this false narrative, this fake bullshit, majority of us are not drugged. Majority of us are not fucking pothead. The majority of us are not stupid. Fall for their dumb I don't understand how they can continue. I really do believe that vaccinations, because that's the only way I can explain the reason why these people are so stupid. Why these people in this age are so broken. Is they've got to be it's got to be the vaccines or in the water or something. There's got to be something where these people literally live in a fantasy world of them believing that Donald Trump's going to bring back slavery. It's just, I don't understand how people can be this broken. I really don't get it. The movie failed because it's political. And fucking Ewan McGregor, everybody keeps calling him Ewan, and I'm like, no, it's Ewan. He's Ewan McGregor. He's a fucking dumbass. All because of his wife, and he's got 4 daughters. Ooh. So what? I got a daughter, and I don't care. I got 2 granddaughters. Still not going to live in a fake world because of it. My granddaughters want to do something with their lives, and they earn that spot. Just like you're not going to have a 5-foot, 100-pound boy, all of a sudden compete on a professional level in football. So why should we fix standards for girls that we wouldn't fix for? I mean, when my son played football and was getting offers, we're talking about from the time he played in like the Bantam League. I mean, him and they called my son and one of his teammates the Bruiser Brothers. They were we're talking amongst the biggest kids in the entire fucking city of El Paso. Parents filed complaints saying we lied about their ages because of how big my son and his teammate were. And it was like, oh, my son he's a dependent. So military ID, I don't think the military fucking lied about his age. But parents actually complained saying that my son and the teammate were too big to play football. Me and the other parents were like, this is football. They know this is football, right? They know this is tackle. This ain't. I'm like, how about you take your weak ass little 45-pound little kid and take his ass home and have him play, do crocheting or something. This is football. It's tackle. What the hell are you bringing your little fucking Tiny Tim kid out here to the field for? Well, it should be for everybody. No, it's football. This isn't a participation sport. This is football. Meaning being big, strong, fast. Football. I was like, I can't believe I'm having to explain this concept. because football's been around for a long fucking time. Oh my God, these weak ass fucking people that just want everybody to be inclusive. Then what's the point of having fucking sports? Because it's not a sport. What's the point of having sports and competition if it's not going to be a sport or a competition? Oh my God, these people are just making the world weak. They're just making the world weak. But Jesus Christ, let me read what you said for. Well, no, it is. It's social media, but it's also access media. It's fucking CNN and everything else pushing a false world. If girls want to play sports, then they let them earn that shit. Because you do have those rare girls who went out of their way to earn a spot on the team. To turn around and go, we need to open it up for all girls. I hate to tell you, feminists, most girls don't want to play sports, for one, even if it's just female sports. It's even smaller number want to play against men. Case in point, the interview with fucking Serena Williams when she was like, I'd get my ass kicked playing against the men. So I'm happy staying in my lane. Fucking Ronda Rousey said the same shit. I don't want to compete against the men because I'd probably get my ass whipped. I'm going to stay right here in my lane. Funny how the people who are at the top of their game are literally saying, fuck you, feminists. No. But, oh, no, everybody can do it. Come on. I really don't understand why they're trying to force this fucking false agenda, this unrealistic world down our throats. There was an interview thing, a panel I saw where it was I forgot what they're called, but the car girls that are there for motorsports and stuff like that, and you had feminists literally like filing complaints and lawsuits to have those jobs like ended because they're literally, it was degrading women. And they had women who did those jobs on there going, bitch, that I thought it was about women empowerment and our personal choices. Nobody's forcing us to do this. This is what I wanted to do. Why are you interfering in my shit? Why are you trying to take my job away? Well, because you can do so much more. Yes, you're right. I can do so much more, but I wanted to do this for a while. Not my whole life. Nobody ever said I was going to be one of these fucking car models my whole life because we know that's impossible. But while I can, I wanted to do this. How these feminists protest the porn industry, all of that shit. And it's like nobody's out there capturing these women and like off the street and throwing them into porn. These women are literally doing this on their own. But no, it's because it's there and it's for the patriarchy. Okay, so then what about all the lesbian porn? But it's funny, you never see any feminists go after any of the women shit. You notice that? It's just anything to attack a man. We need to, we need more women in sports. While the girls are going, I don't want to play sports. But you can. Yeah, but I don't want to play sports. And I definitely, even if I did, don't want to compete against boys. Why are you trying to force it down my throat? Which, of course, we know behind the scenes, this is how it goes. All right, we need more girl gamers. Susie, do you play video games? Well, no, I hate that stuff. Well, then why are you trying to force other girls to play video games even if you don't play video games or even like video games? Why are you trying to? Because we just need to take everything from men. So you're but but you're forced. I thought our whole thing was about helping women and empowering women, but you're trying to say that men are the ones forcing women to do shit. But Susie, our whole meeting right now is about trying to force women to do shit they don't want to do. Something that you yourself don't even want to do. Shut up, Tina. This is all about, the patriarchy. Stop telling me the truth. You know damn well that's exactly what the fuck is going on right now. Oh my God. There was a commercial that was played. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't remember where the fuck I saw this commercial. It was during one of the, I've been waiting to see it again so I could like try and pull up the actual article or the video itself, because it's one of those commercial kind of, clips that shows up in between the videos and shit. And it was about a 9-year-old girl saying that, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit sports right now because it's just too hard, too competitive. It's not as fun, from the time I was 5 years old. I can't compete at this level anymore. And then it goes into the commercial where it's like, we need to stop having girls quit sports. We need to basically make more girls play sports. And I watched this and I was like, what the fuck is this? So you're saying, what I got from the commercial is you're trying to force girls to do something they don't want to do. I thought it was about women's empowerment. But here you are trying to force girls, not the men. We ain't forcing them. But no, it's these fucking feminists. I thought it was about freedom of choice. But the feminists are trying to force, get this, girls to doing things they don't even want to do. And I was like, but this is also a sport. It's competition. If the girl literally herself is saying, I can't compete at this level anymore, I'm done. I was like, how is this commercial approved? If I were the person sitting there, even if I were a woman, I would have been like, you do realize what our commercial is saying, right? It's saying we should force either the standard of competition, meaning what? Basically saying, like how what they did with my son, he's too good, he's too big, he can't play. So you want only C average people in, so that means all the A and B people, we need to, so no more Jerry Rice, no more AP, no more Dion, no more, what the fuck is his name from the Patriots, Tom Brady, no, everybody that's A and B class, we got to get rid of them because they're too good. Well, then you do realize that means all these fucking feminine, these like the soccer bitch with the purple hair, that fucking hoe. It means she wouldn't be playing because she's too good, right? There'd be no Serena because she's too good. So it makes, I didn't understand that commercial. It's too, we need to stop girls from quitting sports, and we need to get more girls into sports. I hate to tell you fucking feminists, most women don't want to play sports. They don't. Most girls growing up, we tried to get the girls to fucking play hide and seek and all that shit with us. Because as kids, the more the merrier. We didn't give a fuck if it was boys and girls, especially the fact that I grew up with the strongest fucking woman I ever knew as my mother. So, hey, when it came to games and shit, the more the merrier. We didn't give a fuck if it was a girl that wanted to play, as long as there was more people to play. Woo! Awesome! Hide and seek, more girls playing. It needs more kids playing. War, girls want to play? Fuck yeah! It's more people we get to shoot. We didn't care. Going fishing, you girls want to go? Let's go. More the merrier. This is in the 70s. So where is this false narrative of 2020, even though the year just started, but where is this false narrative in the modern era that, oh my God, men don't want girls to do stuff? I could understand maybe if we were talking about my dad's generation, if we were talking about my grandmother's generation. But my generation, we didn't care. We didn't give a fuck. And we are now the parents and grandparents. So obviously our kids and the grandkids aren't going to give a fuck. So where is this false narrative coming from about the patriarchy? From who? You mean like the old farts like Joe Biden and those fuckers? Yes, I'll give you those old farts because they're from that generation that women couldn't do shit. But my generation, we didn't care. Oh, good Lord.
At the box office.
Hold on.
Now, some of us who are in the know,
My generation, we didn't give a fuck. We wanted girls to play. Here's the thing. Girls wanted to play with dolls and shit. They didn't want to do sports. They didn't want to play football with us or wiffle ball or Nerf ball. Or they didn't want to do any of that stuff. The girls wanted to go play with dolls and go shopping. But you fucking feminist. And as I said, this is what gets me. Oh, there are a lot of women that are into these movies and stuff. For one, that ain't true. Because really, women are not really into action movies. They're not. Most women are not into fucking action movies. But here again, it comes down to feminists trying to force girls to do things only to invade the men's space. But the thing is, nobody is saying women can't come over here. When we and my friends would go to the gym, we wanted our girlfriends to go to the gym. Hello, we were working our asses off to look fucking good and right for them. Why wouldn't we want our girlfriends to fucking go to the gym with us? You know, as I said, in the martial arts, you're damn right I wanted my girl to be fucking a fighter as well. You know how hot that is? These fake ass macho men are the ones who want weak women. Let's see, we still don't. Dude, as I said, in the modern age, this is from my time. I was born 1970. We didn't care. So from that point to the present day, men do not care about women wanting to do shit. Nobody fucking cares. All we care about is if they're good for that job, if they're good for that position, if they are good for, that's all we care about. There were a whole bunch of women I thought should play in fucking basketball. Lisa Leslie, shit, I can't think. There's a whole bunch of them. I can't think right now. But there are a lot of women I thought would be fucking good playing in the NBA. Because the NBA it's not like we're talking tackle football here. Now, mind you, yes, there are hard fouls and everything because a lot of these fucking boys, and I'm calling, so this isn't a video just attacking fucking women and feminists. Obviously, it's not attacking women. I'm trying to empower women because that was the way I was raised. A lot of these fucking players now in the NBA are a bunch of goddamn thugs. That's all they are. A bunch of fucking thugs from the ghetto that know how to bounce a ball. I know how to shoot ball. That's it. So these are the people that are doing hard fouls. I don't necessarily see Steph Curry tackling people, hard fouling people and shit. I don't necessarily see in Clay. Any real good player. I never really saw Michael Jordan do any of that shit. Fouling, yes. But we're talking about like we're taking it to like fucking the court in the ghetto and shit. I don't really see a lot of fucking good players doing that shit. So women should be able to play. Can women play baseball? Yeah. Now, if we're talking about sweet chin music, I've never agreed with that. So one problem I've always had with baseball is you're mad at the player for getting a home run off of you. How about you throw a better fucking ball? You don't want the person to humiliate you by hitting a fucking home run. How about you throw a better ball? No, we're going to fucking bean him to teach him a lesson. You're going to bean the guy because he's kicking your ass? That shit, if I were an umpire, I would immediately eject you and I would start pushing. I mean, I've watched a lot of videos where it's like the unwritten rules of baseball. And there was one clip where the guy was like, hey, I can't believe you penalized my pitcher. They did it to us. You owe us a shot. And it's like, no, I really would throw out everybody. If I were the umpire, I'd be like, if that shit happens again, I'm actually stopping the game. Like the game. Fuck the sponsors. Fuck the commercials. Fuck the management and the teams and the owners. Y'all do that shit one more time and I'm fucking calling the game. I've never understood that shit. Or even in hockey. Now, I understand if a person hard fouls you and you want to kick his ass. I understand that completely. But how you want to go after the fucking, the best player on the other team and just start a fight with him to trying to beat him up because he literally scored 4 goals on you. Well, maybe y'all should defend better. Maybe your fucking goalie should fucking go, block the goal. All of this macho bullshit in sports, I've never appreciated. Just play the fucking sport. This ain't boxing. This is not the MMA. Why are we all fighting? What the fuck is this bullshit? Well, this guy's already scored 3 touchdowns, man. I'm gonna fucking low blow his ass. How about you know how to defend his ass? How about that? You're mad because he's better than you? Well, quit. We'll fucking retire. So to me, when it comes to sports that shouldn't involve any kind of physical, like baseball, like basketball, accidents happen, but we're talking like, as I said, the deliberate fucking ghetto bullshit. That shit, no. If women are good enough, they should be allowed to play. Hockey, I mean, we know they slam against the boards and all that. So no, I don't think women should play fucking hockey because these are grown men. It's not like most women are over the height of 5'6". But if you happen to have a woman who stands 6 feet tall and has the weight and everything on her to compete, and she's good enough, let her compete if she wants. I have no problem with that. Because again, I'm not going to take a person a fucking guy who's only 5 foot nothing, weighs 100 nothing, and put him in a hockey uniform and think he's going to go against guys that are 6 feet fucking tall. No, it ain't going to happen. I mean, fuck, you had fucking Spud Webb. Allen Iverson wasn't a big guy in basketball. He just was a damn good player. Spud Webb, damn good player. So if women want to compete and they're good enough and everything, then fuck yeah, I am all for that. I don't know where everybody's getting this bullshit from that men are against things. Anyway.
I have a pretty good idea why. I know something you don't know. It's not just woke marketing. And to be clear, when I talk about woke marketing, I'm talking about like just the media around it. It's not necessarily Warner Brothers or DC coming out and saying like, yeah, slay queen. No. They're not even necessarily responsible for it. I would say the media is more responsible for damaging this movie than Warner Brothers or DC in general. Now, I thought the trailers were underwhelming as well. I thought the cast was underwhelming. Essentially, you take a B or C level character and then you put them with B, E, and F level characters, and then you expect people to come to the cinema.
It's funny that I only ever see 2 of you. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another.
Okay. I think that's probably one of the bigger reasons. It's like you're trying to make an Avengers film before anybody knows who any of these people are, other than.
Now, I was up early, whatever, talking with one of my friends who lives here with me. And her and I were talking, and I was like, you know what? The Harley movie would have been so much better. It's funny how they want to push this whole women empowerment and this feminine agenda, yet they had Harley in nothing but a fucking just a blonde bimbo. Harley is a doctor. And see, and I showed my friend, I said, why didn't they go with the Harley that was in the original Birds of Prey TV series? And she was like, what are you talking about? I pulled it up. And she goes, I didn't know about this. I was like, yeah, that's Harley Quinn. and it was when she was on the phone with Barbara Gordon, Oracle, and she's basically mentally fucking with her. It's like, oh, I stabbed him in the heart, and that character, oh my god, was badass. They literally, Harley is a doctor. She's a fucking psychiatrist. She was the Joker's psychiatrist. Why is it in the modern era, in the Suicide Squad, this movie, the new Harley Quinn anime series and everything on the DC, whatchamacallit, they have her just being, they sprinkle it in that she's a fucking psychiatrist, but the whole character is nothing but a fucking bimbo. Why? I thought it was about women's empowerment. So why not have the character be, like Hannibal Lecter, in the sense of being a sociopath, still being a psychopath, but having her intelligence? They wrote these movies well, even back in the black and white days. Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They wrote these movies really well. Can you imagine a scene in this movie where they're about to fight, and Harley literally takes her bat and uses it as a cane and turns around and goes, "Do you seriously want to fuck with me? You do realize I wasn't just the Joker's girlfriend, I was his bodyguard. I was literally his bodyguard. I'm not just some little fucking pushover, henchman like obviously you fuckers are. I was his bodyguard. 2, I was his psychiatrist, meaning I'm not." And then she could have gone into one of them wearing a wedding ring and be like, "Why are you so angry? Did she cheat on you?" She literally could have a scene where she fucked them up so bad because of the fact that she's a goddamn doctor. She could have fucked them up so bad to where they were like, "You know what, guys? What she said, totally means something to me." And everything, I think, you know what? Fuck yeah. Fuck that shit. Fuck the black mask. We're going to fucking work for you now, Harley. Can you imagine? That would have been female empowerment. She could have broke these men mentally because she's a fucking shrink. She was the Joker's shrink. The Joker who everyone fears. She was the Joker's shrink. Now they just have her being a fucking bimbo. I thought this was a feminist movie. As a matter of fact, it was Margot Robbie's production company. So it was her movie. And yet she even basically had her own character herself be a fucking bimbo. That's female empowerment. Do you know how many I didn't like dating girls my age when I was young, because they were just fucking dumb. They were high school, they were giggly, they were stupid. When I got around the age of 15 and I was able and started dating older women, I was like, they have a brain, they got a good head on their shoulders, they already know what they've already been there, done that. I loved powerful, strong women. But then again, my mom was a powerful, strong woman. So hell yeah, I didn't want to be with some stupid little girl. I wanted to be with a woman. You know how many men out there? I mean, hello, that's the reason why a lot of guys like Wonder Woman and stuff like that. There are a ton of men out there who have no problem with strong women. So again, what is this false narrative that the media and everybody keeps pushing, that men are holding women down? No, because if you look at the evidence, there's more evidence for feminists holding women down. Feminists don't want women being models. Feminists don't want women doing porn. Feminists don't. Who's interfering with women doing all of these things? Not the men. Yeah, there are some fucking soy boys, they're like, "Oh my God, ladies, you could do so much more." Because my girl, yeah, because your balls are in her purse, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's talking to you. you know. I don't understand, but again, these movies are being written by people who don't even read the comics. Know nothing of the fucking character. They don't read the damn comics. find it funny. Anyway, let's just keep going because I'm already kind of getting ahead of myself.
Harley Quinn. Okay.
Which is normally when I'm sure I'm going to basically do a video on these videos, I usually stop watching it then and there. But I had watched almost the majority of the entire video before I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do. So I'm getting ahead of myself when if I had just watched it like right now with you all, I would be in the moment. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I almost watched the entire thing.
That's the hardcore comic book fans know. The Birds of Prey fans know, but that's like,
yep, I know who Birds of Prey are. This wasn't Birds of Prey. I mean, Huntress later on, yes. Black Canary, yes. Which of course they blackwashed her. Why can't y'all keep shit original? If you want minority characters, create new ones. There have been a ton of black superheroes since back in the fucking day. Black people didn't collect comics. I know that because when me and my brother collected comics, me and my older brother, black people were like, we don't read comics. That's for white people. So it's funny how blacks are coming out now going, oh my God, look at this stuff. Oh my, yeah. It's because the shit got popular. Iron Man, of course, you know, because the movies got popular all of a sudden out of nowhere. And of course, cosplay and all that. You know, it's funny. Blacks never seem to want to get into anything until it becomes popular. Because blacks are doing the same thing that feminists do. We need to invade that shit so it's just not for white people. And that to me is disingenuous. And I can't stand that fucking attitude. Blacks did not read comics. Blacks were not into any of that shit. Now, but of course, because it got popular, we need to invade that. That's all it is. That's the reason why I don't consider, I'm very cautious when it comes to, oh, the first black NASCAR driver. Was he forced into it? As in, you know, like we need to invade that? You know, like when the Serena sisters came up, Tiger Woods, and his dad actually really loved golf, so I have no problem with Tiger Woods. But the Serena sisters, was the dad really into tennis? I have a problem with that shit because I don't trust black people at all. I don't. I know they're fake as shit. I know because I am black. Well, black and white, but whatever. I know they're fake as shit. Motherfucker, you ain't even into this shit. Blacks I knew that I grew up with, we were into metal. We were, oh man. And there would be some blacks that would be trying to like, not black, well, actually, yeah, okay, but listen, there are white people like, oh, you ain't really into this stuff. And I'm sitting here naming the bands and everything. It's like, motherfucker, what the hell are you talking about? I've been into Kiss. So, been into Kiss long before your fucking ass. So, I grew up listening. I mean, I love a lot of different types of music. I do not like rap very much because I don't really consider it music. I grew up. I grew up in the '70s, so I grew up listening to John Denver, you know, Willie Nelson, and I'm very eclectic. I have my uncles, so I was into Funkadelic, Isley Brothers, that kind of stuff, and then I was into gospel and country because of my grandmother and and then my dad was very much into country, black man, but he was also from the country, into country, grew up watching Hee Haw and Lawrence Welk, which of course is polka and all that. So I also do like polka. I'm into a lot of different types of music because my family was very musically inclined. So so when I'm into something, I'm really into that. It ain't got nothing to do with a fucking image or anything. It has nothing to do with that. I'm actually into that. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna like it. I may like a song. Like I don't like Miley Cyrus, but I do like some of her music. I definitely don't like Ariana Grande. I love some of her music. You know, oh my God, get off subject so quick. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's keep going.
a couple thousand people, maybe 20, 50,000 people, really know Birds of Prey lore. So you have second and third and fourth tier characters that you've taken no time investing in to make any of us care about them. You
Nope.
just toss it out there and you're like, woman, please. Woman. Praise be to woman. Come to the cinema.
I'm pagan. I'm a naturalist Wiccan. But when it comes to Venus, when it comes to the goddess, I'm very much past. I'm very much into women. Very much. I love playing fucking Drow, which is a matriarchal society in the world of D&D. Love that. Completely fucking love that. As long as the women earn it. I think, in a lot of ways, certain things would be better if women were in charge. But then again, we ain't talking Elizabeth Warren. We ain't talking fucking Hillary. We're talking a real woman. We're talking somebody who actually is fucking like a Cleopatra, Queen of Sheba. We're talking about a strong woman who still knows she's a woman. A woman, I'll still fuck you up. What is it? Oren from fucking Kill Bill. I was like, fuck yeah, she cut that fucker. Yeah. Oh man, I was like, I love strong women. I don't like fake. I don't like weakness. I don't care if it's male or female. I don't like fake. I don't like weakness. So just propping up females that didn't even earn that shit, I'm not into. Same way as I'm not into propping up fucking guys that didn't fucking earn that shit. I'm not into that. You know how you have those spoiled little brat boys that, just watched, love this movie, but I hadn't seen it in years. Decided to watch it last night. The 13th Warrior, son of that king, that Bullleaf, they went to go help out that where the Wendigo, not Wendigo, but the Windows were. Windows. Anyway, that son of that king who was nothing but a spoiled fucking brat is propped up because he was the son of the king. No, not into any of that bullshit. You want to earn it, earn it. Prove yourself. Earn that spot yourself. Don't sit here and what this whole feminist bullshit. This movie is pissing me off because it's like most women do not watch action movies. Yet alone, even less women like action comic book movies. Why are y'all trying to force this shit down women's throats? Girls, you need to go see this movie. We don't need the men. You women and gays. That's, remember, we don't need the men. We have the women and the gays. So you fucking men don't need to go see this movie. And then the movie flopped. Even though it was the majority of men who saw the fucking movie. So if you can imagine, if men didn't go see the movie, it would have done worse. Oh my God, because women are not into action movies. The majority of women are not into action movies. The majority of women that saw Aquaman didn't know shit about Aquaman. It was just because it was Jason Momoa. Oh my God. But not because of the fucking movie. There are a lot of women I asked about the movie who saw the movie. And they didn't realize why I was asking. And I was like, hey, so why, you went to go see the movie, and immediately, oh my God, Jason Momoa, oh my God. So it had nothing to do with the movie itself, the actual movie. Oh, I don't really know anything about that shit. It is so stupid, the shit that these feminists and these people are pushing, these dumbass agendas. It is just ridiculous. And then the fact that they're trying to force other people to push their agenda that nobody even really wants to do.
Because woman. I mean, it wasn't necessarily DC, but that was a lot of the marketing around it, including articles that were like, we don't need you, blah, 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 misogyny. Then you had Ewan McGregor, Husband of the Year, talking about how the film takes on misogyny. Again, fans of this film will tell you, rightfully so, that it isn't like a super woke, the movie itself, but it's all the media around it. Like, I had to read endless articles about who the bad guys in the movie sleep with.
Those two should just screw and get it over with. Yeah.
and how Ewan McGregor, husband of the year, you know, the man that stepped out on his wife, talking about how this is a great film about misogyny. And you get endless articles about that. You get a couple-day cycle of that. You get a couple-day cycle of who are the bad guys sleeping with, and you get a couple of nobody cares. And then you have
same with Batwoman. Who gives a fuck? I mean, they did a whole episode literally about a public knowing that Batwoman was gay. Who fucking cares? You're a vigilante. You're breaking the law. Nobody gives a fuck about who the fuck you're. I happened to pass because I was getting ready to go to appointments, so I always turn the TV on for my dog. And the Wendy Williams show was on. It was, I don't know what section of her fucking show because I don't watch it, but it was something dealing with Hollywood people. And oh my God, we went out last night, the food god, and blah blah blah, and Hilton's mother was there, and her best friend or her sister, and I'm going, and everybody's like, oh my God, oh my God. It's like, why do you people care? You're fake people. Nobody, if I even win the lottery and have more money than these Hollywood people anyway, I'm not changing who I am. I'm not all of a sudden, I would still be the Jenny from the block. I'm still gonna be me. Money ain't gonna change me. I probably would donate more of the money for, of course, homeless veterans, veteran families, wounded warrior That's probably where most of my money would go. You know, but these rich people, nobody, the fucking Oscars, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. I don't want to hear about Brad Pitt, what the fuck he has to say with all his money and could do fuck just from fucking acting. Dude, I guarantee you I can act better than you. Guarantee it. And I'm just an average guy, but guarantee it. You know why? Because I've done acting in the real world. You know, getting myself out of gang violence, getting myself out of being jumped, getting myself intimidating. You know, see, I've actually lived acting. You're just an actor. Oh my God. Fuck you, dude. You ain't shit. None of you Hollywood people are fucking Tom Cruise. Fuck you too. Whatever. The only actor I think I really respect because he's grown so much from the time of when he first came out is like Keanu Reeves, something like that. Mark Wahlberg, well, actually Donnie. Donnie definitely better. No, not really Mark. Definitely Donnie. Just certain people, but a lot of these other actors in Al Pacino was good back in the day because he was original back in the day. But then look at all his movies since then, except for maybe The Scent of a Woman. Or is that? I always get them mixed up. Anyway, all their fucking movies, it's the same character. Oh, Pesci, great actor. Because he's literally gone like Home Alone and Casino, and he's literally been all over the fucking place. That is acting. But fucking Pacino and those guys or whatever, no matter what movie they're in, except for like Scent of a Woman kind of thing, but pretty much every other movie they've ever been in is the same goddamn character. That's not acting. It's the same fucking character. You know, I think Jim Carrey is a pretty good actor, even though I can't stand the piece of shit because I think he's broken, which is the only reason why I think he's a good actor is because he's fucked up in the head.
To turn off more and more people. That is undeniable.
Margot Robbie would not, I need to point this out. Margot Robbie would not have been able to play Harley Quinn that she should have been. I don't think she's that good of an actress. I don't think she definitely could play. I definitely don't think she could play somebody intelligent. So for her to have played the Harley, who is a fucking doctor, she's a goddamn shrink. She was the Joker's shrink. Margot Robbie could never play that fucking character. She sucks.
In probably the most hilarious L we've seen yet, it's so bad they had to change the name. That's right. It was so bad that they decided to change the name.
Picture on the screen is my new channel. Make sure you go check it out. Subscribe and like all my videos.
Birds of Prey, according to the interwebs all over the place, is now changing its name. This is via Entertainment Weekly. Birds of Prey gets new title after disappointing opening at the box office. So this is something that I legitimately criticized. I thought the name was horrible.
Yes.
Horrible. It was like they were banking on the lol, so random millennials.
Which is funny because millennials
What's the whole-
don't have any money. Millennials don't have any money. Millennials pretty much all live at home. You know, why are they marketing this shit for feminists? These fucking social justice warriors. Feminists really don't watch this shit. They really don't. They're not really fans of this bullshit. It's just an agenda. And then when it comes to social justice warriors, they're pretty much broke and they aren't really into this shit either. So I don't understand. Oh my God. The money that you guys are going to make from the people like us. That's where you're going to, but you're not marketing the movies to us. You're not making any fucking sense. The Joker, I still haven't seen it because it's not, I'm a purist. So the fact that the Joker is not actually even a DC movie, not connected to the DC universe, what is the point of seeing it? To me, so I'm it's like I'm a comic book person, but it's not really a Joker. So why the hell do I care? It makes no sense for me to have seen that movie. It's the same way as I haven't seen the Venom movie because of the fact it's not officially Venom. So then it's not Venom. Just like I didn't watch the new Fantastic Four movies, you know, from back then because Johnny's not black. What the fuck? Why do y'all keep changing shit? What is wrong with the original? You want to throw in a black character, then create a black character, or bring in all of the plenty of black characters you already have access to. About bringing in one of those. You don't have to steal an original character and turn them fucking black. Oh my God, that is just the fucking social justice bullshit is just so stupid. So stupid.
And the fantabulous emancipation of blah, 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 blah. Well, it was a disaster.
Yep.
Nobody knew who Birds of Prey was. Harley Quinn was way at the end of the title. So you'd see the box office marquee and you'd see Birds of Prey and you had no idea what it was. Boomers had no idea what it was. Casual moviegoers have no idea what it was. And it failed. Now, that is definitely part of it. I've noted that. Many other media pundits have noted that too. But I think it's a little bit too late because by now, everybody already knows what the movie is. You could have made that argument opening weekend, but I don't.
Pitch meeting. I love their whole take on Harley Quinn. They picked that movie apart. Fucking love those guys. They keep it real. Fucking love that shit. So it's a Harley Quinn movie, but it's not a Harley Quinn movie. They picked the movie apart. Oh my God, it's fucking hilarious.
Anymore. Birds of Prey's first weekend wasn't exactly fantabulous at the box office. The DC film opened below expectations.
Oh, these stupid commercials.
Ryan,
Hold
I
on.
built a business with Glowforge.
Ugh,
So
good
yeah,
Lord,
the
I hate
idea
this
was
shit.
that I would start.
Thank you. Skip that crap.
Expectations was just 33 million domestically. That's like 30% lower, by the way. It's more than 30%, 45% lower than what they expected. There are a few possible reasons.
I really wanted to come when they even announced this movie back in the day. I was like so excited to want to see this movie. But again, as a comic book purist, the more I learned about the movie, the more I was like, what the fuck is this shit? They would have made so much more money. You know, the funny thing is, a lot of the people I know who went to see the movie was just so they could go see the movie, just so they could see what the movie was about. And then they were disappointed anyway. Or you had some of my friends that were like, well, okay, well, it really wasn't Harley Quinn, but it was still Harley Quinn. And I was like, when? Shut the fuck up. Wasted your money. Stop trying to justify it to me. Shut the fuck up. Don't be trying to tell me you're a fucking purist and still went to go see that fucking movie. Shut the fuck up.
Half the film's R rating. BS, by the way. We know.
Yeah, how they're trying to blame the R rating. Really? Deadpool did great with an R rating.
That's baloney sausage because Joker, you have endless movies like Deadpool that did totally fine at the cinema. So I don't buy that. But it seems distributor Warner Brothers has a theory of its own. Potential viewers may not be aware that Birds of Prey focuses on Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Well, the studio's now taken steps to make that loud and clear rather than louder and clearer. The film's official title is Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Again, awful.
Yep.
Take a look at the listings of your local multiplex and you'll see something slightly different. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. AMC, Regal, and Cinemark websites are all currently displaying this title, although I will tell you, Rotten Tomatoes, as of right now, still calls it Birds of Prey. Now, this movie, right now, according to this article, while it's not going
We all know Rotten Tomatoes is fucking fake. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
that the movie's underwhelming box office numbers motivated this change. Of course it did. What do you mean? Yeah, I remember when Joker was raking in hundreds of millions, they were thinking about calling it something different. It's safe to assume it had something to do with it, as it's rare for a film to change its title post-release. Birds of Prey has earned $46 million internationally, a worldwide total of $79 million so far, against a reported $82 million budget, and it's estimated that it will need to gross up to $300 million break even. Remember, when people report box office numbers, if it's like, I made 200 million box office, yeah, but the theaters take their cut, and there's a lot of people in the middle chopping up that money before it gets back to the cinema. Remember, also, when you look at budgets, they don't include the marketing budget, which is usually at least as big as the film's production budget.
Right,
guys,
so they're broke.
are an ongoing expenditure. So you best get yourself comfortable with it.
Now, this is a disaster. And it's men's fault, obviously. It's interesting when you read some of these articles. Here's one: Showbiz Peachy, Birds of Prey. Why don't some men like the movie? This article on CBS.
It comes right down to, I thought you didn't want us to go see the movie anyway. So why do you care what we think when you literally said, this ain't for you? We're going to make a more than enough money with this, with the women and the gays. Why do you care what we think if it didn't matter to you in the first place?
R.com. Birds of Prey. Most of the negative reviews are from men.
Yep, exactly.
Lord help me, I'm about to dunk on this. Hold on a second. Director Kathy Yam's Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn, starring Margot Robbie as the clown princess of crime, debuted to a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Why is she the clown princess of crime? Why she got to steal the Joker's name? Why? I thought this was about equality, right? This is about women empowerment, so she can't come up with her own fucking name? No, she still got to use the Joker's title? What? This is what feminism is. Stealing from the men. Steal from the men and erase things of men. This isn't about women empowerment, because women empowerment would be original. That would be women empowerment. No. Batwoman. Oh, y'all know how I feel about that series. I don't want to, we need to change the costume because I don't want people, I don't want a man to take credit for my work. Although it's his money, his worker who works for Wayne Industries. You're just a cousin, not even a Wayne. You are literally not a Wayne. So it's not even your money. It's not his employee. It's his employee who's helping you. So it's his money, his employee who helps design the shit and everything, his lair, his equipment, his costume. It's all his name. It's all his shit. But We can't let a man take credit for my work. Your work. Your work. Shit. Man, if I were even one of the bad guys in Gotham, I would come out and go, bitch, who the fuck are you? You ain't Batman. Give back his shit. I don't remember Batman coming out because, hello, I think Robin actually does exist in that world. So I'm just curious why not even a villain has come out going, I don't remember Batman showing up and going, hey, I'm passing the title and everything on to her, No. So you literally just show up wearing Batman shit, using Batman's equipment and everything, using his name, except that woman, but somehow or another, we're supposed to respect you. I wouldn't respect, even if I were one of the criminals and you happen to be kicking my ass at the time, which, bitch, I definitely don't see that because I was military. And I tell you right now, being a martial artist and everything else, there ain't a lot of women in the world, period. I don't care how strong you think you are or whatever, that can fight me. So, and I'm not some Floyd Mayweather or whatever, but I am a trained fighter. So, but let's just say I happen to be one of these criminals and you happen to be kicking my ass at the time. I'm still going to turn around and go, I don't respect you. Where's Batman? It's not about Batman. Yeah, it is. You're wearing his shit. You're using his shit. Obviously, you must be using his money. So, who the fuck are you? I still wouldn't respect her. But the clown princess of crime, so women's empowerment, but Harley couldn't think of her own name to get away. I'm not with the Joker. I'm totally independent. Independent, but you're using his title. But you're independent. Female empowerment is not female empowerment. All it is let's put down men and take over spots from men. That's not female empowerment. Sure, it's not female empowerment that I respect. Not any man that would respect. Not any real woman I know would not respect this shit. My mother would look at this, and my mother, God rest her soul, if she were alive watching this, she'd be like, why is she using the Joker's name when she can't think for herself? You don't have her own image? What fuck? Why is it all based on the Joker? Batwoman, why is it all based on Batman? She literally, Nightwing, when he got away, is his own name. It's his own style, his own name, separate from Batman. You're telling me that they couldn't have done the same thing? It's Batwoman because of, the character Batwoman, but that's not the character. Batwoman is Barbara Gordon. Who the fuck is this Kane bitch? You want to steal from the original, keep it original. Oh my God, this fucking agenda bullshit is ruining the world. It really is, because it's fake. None of it is real. People are just social justice warriors. These fake ass people are just falling for this crap.
While the score has dropped as more negative reviews pour in, the most noticeable thing is that the bulk of the negative reviewers are male. Are you kidding me? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This article comes across as apologia for a bad movie, saying it implies that men just don't like the movie. Well, here's the facts. The movie, even right now, after its disastrous opening weekend, is sitting at a certified fresh 80% on Rotten Tomatoes with an audience score of 81%. So, by your logic, why are these reviews so good, you might ask? Because, in fact, it might be interesting for you to know that most people that saw this film were men. 55%. Did you know?
You want to blame men for not going to see the movie, even though the majority of people who saw the movie were men. I can understand if the number was like 35, but definitely under the 54, 55% that it actually is, then you still couldn't blame men. Why not blame the women? Remember, these people said we're going to make enough money off the women and the gays. So where were the women and the gays go see this movie? Oh, they didn't go see the movie. So how are you blaming the people? I was talking to another friend of mine, and she goes, wait, they said for men not to see the movie. They're blaming men for listening to them and didn't go see the movie. So how are you blaming men for doing what you told them to do? Even then, the majority of the people who saw the movie were still men. The lie still just, oh my God. I don't. I learned a long time ago, you can damage more people with the truth than you can with a lie. Oh, because I am a sociopath with psychopathic tendencies in my medical records ever since I was a kid. So I'm very open about that. I mean, I'm not the Joker, but love the fact that the Joker was always honest about who he is. I love the fact that I'm always honest about, again, you could fuck up more people with the truth than you can a lie. Truth is way more scary than a lie is.
On that. So your girl power, all you lazy Twitter twidiots, faux activists,
I like that,
are all
twidiots.
out there talking about how men didn't support your movie and blah 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 blah. Well, men were the ones that overwhelmingly saw the film. Isn't that interesting? So once you know that statistic, wouldn't it make sense that most negative reviews are from men?
Logic. Oh my God, stop bringing up facts and logic. How dare you tell me the truth? That's these fucking social justice warriors. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to live in their little fantasy bubble, which is why they're all mostly fucking potheads and shit, because they can't deal with the real world. You know, I hate to tell you, but most of us, I'm that way. I really am that way when it comes to some of my friends that have PTSD. I'm that way. I am. There was a video I watched. I can't think of the guy's name right now. Yusha. Yeah, I guess he's a former drill sergeant. But Yusha something. There's one video where he picks on people. You know, well, it's one of those. Well, I didn't go to combat, but I know about gang violence or whatever. It's like that's not the same thing. I hate to tell you, fuckers. Anyone shooting fucking guns at you, using fucking explosives, because me and my friends did, shit like that, it's still fucking violence. I don't know why just because I wasn't in a tank. Well, I've got a lot of friends that weren't in tanks. And like they're trying to, I've had people try to argue with me. Well, Mark, you weren't a combat veteran. You're right, I wasn't. I grew up as a child been stabbed, guns fired at me, guns put to my head as a teenager, a fucking child. You're an adult. You're telling me that you're broken? I was a fucking child and went through that same type of fucking violence. And you don't see me walking around with PTSD and shit. So yeah, I am a real ass when it comes to that stuff. I've been in real fucking gang violence. So for anybody to sit here and try and tell me that you only experience violence when you're in the military, then obviously you weren't in gangs, because people who were in gangs definitely are going to go, no, that's the same shit. I like to see anybody try to go to Compton and say that that violence isn't real violence. Okay.
I mean, don't you think it's interesting that you've got nonstop articles talking about the misogyny and men aren't seeing it. Well, let me just pull this up. In the Screen Rant, Birds of Prey opening weekend audience was (shockingly) 54% male.
It's not shockingly because it's mostly men that are into action movies and comic books. Fucking The Big Bang Theory pointed this shit out. Then, oh, well, there's some women that are into comics. You know how rare that is? Nobody is saying that there are no women, even though Big Bang Theory did do that, which is one of the reasons why I didn't watch the show initially, because I am a nerd. I am a geek. I am both of those things. I am a complete fucking nerd. I am definitely a fucking geek. I am a computer nerd. I'm a fucking geek. You know, I play D&D. I play online games. You know, do cosplay, do amp guard. I've done all of this shit since I was a fucking kid. So I am, and hello, I'm a licensed computer tech. So I am a nerd and a geek. So for the Big Bang Theory to do that bullshit, and that was military intelligence in the army. So to do that, for the Big Bang Theory to do that bullshit, that it's only these fucking weak ass Leonards and Howards and fucking Sheldons and Raj that they count as fucking nerds and geeks pisses me off. I was sure somewhere in the series that they were going to throw out a guy like me, where it's like somebody who's 6 foot, somebody who's athletic, somebody who is a fighter, but still a nerd, still a geek. I was sure they were going to throw that out there, and they didn't. That shit pissed me off because it was misrepresentation. That only nerds and geeks are these weak ass fucking, you know, soy boy, can't throw a ball. That shit pissed me off. Then there's also how they didn't get until like near the end of the entire show, the later part of the series, that there were women who were into comics and all that other shit. It's like, I know a lot of women that are, like, there's a whole bunch of girls I know that collect comics and manga and play games and are fucking play D&D. There's a lot of my friends that their wives fucking, dude, we sit down, not even the husbands, they're out like doing something like else, and we're literally sitting at the bar on a karaoke night, and we're out in the fucking patio, and it's me and the wives sitting there talking about fucking D&D and the latest book that came out, and hey, what kind of character did you get? So this is bullshit. See, this is what I mean by the false narrative. It's access media and social media pushing these lies. Because when me and my friends see this shit, we're like, wait, we play these games. I'm not some fucking weak ass soy boy, 100-pound wet nerd. You know, it's like, where's my representation? Well, why is it always nerds and geeks are represented by this? What the fuck is that bullshit? And then you got girls. Why is it that it's always the nerdy girls? You know, it's like, where's the hot girl that's actually into this stuff? Again, misrepresentation, but still throwing it out there that, oh no, these people don't exist. Don't look over here. Don't look behind the curtain. Can't stand that shit. They're pushing a false narrative, and it's just angers the fuck out of all of us. I don't understand what their goal is by doing that.
And I've seen that reported as high as 55% on other websites. You girls didn't even show up. You didn't even show up.
That was my point. The movie was marketed to girls and gays, but they didn't fucking go. You know why? Because as I said at the very beginning of the video, most women are not into action movies. Most women are not into anime. Most women are not into manga. Most women are not into video games. Most women are not into comics. They're not. All this whole agenda bullshit is just trying to steal what men do, because we need to take away everything that men have. We're not taking your shit. We don't care about your shit. Y'all want your shit? That's great. That's good for you and the fucking soy boys that want to go along with you. Great. But why are you invading our shit? And what I mean by invading is if you want to come and join, like I said, If the girls wanted, growing up, if the girls wanted to play hide and seek and the girls wanted to play tag and the girls wanted to sit down and play board games with us, and when the Atari came out and ColecoVision, if the girls wanted to play, we invited them to play because obviously we were guys and we wanted the girls with us. And obviously we didn't want them to just sit there. We wanted them to play. So what is this fake ass, these stupid lies in the modern era that this still happens? This shit stopped in the, at least in my time, it stopped in the goddamn 70s. Who is still pushing this narrative? The media, feminists, these lies that men are trying to keep women down. Men don't care. We really don't. We truly don't. If a woman wants to earn that fucking spot, whether in sports or job or what, you know what? I'll tell you right now, the men who care about that are the kind of assholes that I would whip their fucking ass. Yo, man, a girl can't do this. Shut the fuck up before I put my foot up your ass. See, we men, real men, gentlemen, we do police ourselves. We don't go for that bullshit. So, Ewan McGregor, you can keep your fucking cock in your goddamn wife's purse where it is already and shut the fuck up. Real men don't need to say shit like that. Real men don't need to, oh my God, yeah, this is about misogyny. Real men don't need to say that because real men are already policing. Real men are going, yo, dude, I grew up with fucking Red Sonja and fucking Xena and Sheena, and we've never had a problem with strong women. What the fuck are you talking about? And fucking the original Wonder Woman and Isis. So again, what the fuck? Foxy Brown, come on. Real men love a strong woman. It's always weak-minded men that want to hold down women. Like when I moved here to El Paso and the whole Mexican male machismo way of, yeah, got to keep the woman down. She's just in the kitchen and all this other shit. And I'm like, and this was when I moved here in the 90s, early 90s. And I was like, dude, my mom would fucking kill you right now. My mom would, and one of my friends was that way. He was a male chauvinist. He had a wife that he could control, actually not at that time. Not at that particular time. He wasn't married yet. Total male prick. And literally had the nerve to say, I forgot something came up. We were at my house. We were gaming D&D. And he made a comment, and Cindy said something to my ex-wife. She said something to him. His response back, me, about her, was, yo, Mark, what, you can't control your woman? Now, mind you, me and all the other guys were like, Cindy Cup, she was in the kitchen doing something at the time, grabbed a butcher knife, comes out, puts it to his neck, and was like, what the fuck did you say to me? I was just joking. I was just joking. And I was like, motherfucker, you weren't joking. Shut the fuck up. Just piss your pants like a good little boy and shut the fuck up. You know, we know you weren't joking. But this is a real woman. This is the reason why I fucking married her. You know, but then the woman he married turned out to be Mexican, didn't really speak that much English, weak, you know, just a weak little woman that he could control, little tiny ass thing that he could control and manipulate, because he even said, that's why I married a Mexican woman, so I could control her, because that's the way they're raised, and that was the way I was raised, and all this other shit. And I said, me and my wife told him, you keep playing this shit. I was like, have you ever seen the movie The Burning Bed? You keep playing this shit, see what happens to your ass one of these days. Sure enough, ooh, she grabbed one of those heavy fucking iron skillets, whipped his ass. I'm against that, any kind of violence, whatever, really, because it's not like he ever hit her. It was just the controlling shit. He didn't hit her. He wasn't violent with her. It was just the controlling thing. But so I'm against violence regardless anyway, even though, I'm sorry, I will fuck you up if you confront me. But I was laughing. I was like, I fucking told you, keep this shit up, dude. What was going to happen? I fucking told you. And we tell you, she was going one of these days, she was going to fucking snap. And you pushed her to that point. You deserve to get your ass whipped. So, but that was because he pushed her to that point, you know. But that kind of guy, we police. We take care of our own. Men have no problem whipping the ass of a fucking dickhead guy. We have no problem with that. But we do police our own. Women, y'all don't. Y'all don't police your own. You don't. These feminists that are ruining it for you. The feminists only make up less than what, 12% of the female population? So y'all outnumber them more than 80%. And they're ruining dating and all of that shit for you. Why aren't you whipping their asses? Why aren't you literally grabbing them bitches by their purple hair and going, shut the fuck up? You don't speak for the rest of us. Keep your mouth shut. You don't want to date men. You want to put down men. You want to turn lesbian. You want to do it. Then that's great for you. But stop trying to tell us how to live. Stop trying to tell. See, why aren't women doing that? Why aren't women policing their own? So now all these women are coming out complaining about, there's another video I'm going to do. I mean, this one's already gone over. As I said, I was trying to keep them around an hour now, but by Alba and Preach, where this woman was like, I got ghosted, 8 times. And they literally were like, yeah, you didn't get ghosted. You were psycho. The guy was like, peace out, kind of shit. Men are tired. Men are done. We don't need to put up with this shit anymore. We're great with going out on dates, staying single, going out, having a good time. Pretty soon I will be getting the rest of my damn disability that I've been filing for and everything else and stuff. I'm already retired now anyway, but it is part of my fucking disability. I didn't file. Basically, I didn't, the last 5 years, did not update any of my shit, from all my surgeries and everything else. And yeah, I'm good. I'm fucking good. I'll get the rest of my shit, and I'm just gonna try and live as long as I can before my knees get too bad, or my back, which is behaving right now. But then again, I took one of my pain meds beforehand because it was being a bitch earlier. So I may get to a point where I won't be out and about, where I won't be, I'm already having to wear my fucking braces. I'm having to wear because of a fucking hernia, and the doctor says it's too small to repair. It's just, I'm still trying to stay positive. I'm still laughing. I'm still trying to live and everything until I get to the point where, I guess the surgeries and the kidney disease and everything else just gets to a point where I won't be able to do as much as I guess I can now, at least, which is really not much when it comes to my back right now. But I'm just trying to lead a good life. I've been trying to educate my male friends since I was a teen. When my friends would talk bad about women, about girls, because we're kids, so about girls, I'd be like, yo, I don't want y'all talking that shit around me, dude. What the hell's your problem? Dude, why are you talking like that? Why do you got to talk about girls like they're bitches and hoes? And I'm now, mind you, I use the word bitch and I say all that shit too, but I say that to people who've already proven that. As I said, my mom was like, treat a woman like a queen, unless she acts like a bitch, you treat her like a bitch. So when it comes to these fucking feminazis, you're all bitches. Oh yeah, because you're acting like fucking bitches. But if you're a queen, if you're a good woman and you're a queen, damn right I'm going to treat you as a queen because you fucking have that respect. You have that power. You have that strength. I'm going to give you that respect. But the same way, when it comes to guys acting like a bunch of fucking dogs and dickheads and shit, I'm going to call them dogs and dickheads. Nobody's getting a fucking pass. You're just saying all this stuff and calling girls. No, I don't call girls or women bitches and hoes. I call bitches and hoes. That's what I do. As I said, I will call it as I see it. I have never appreciated men treating women like shit. I have never appreciated that. But then again, at the same time, I have never appreciated women treating people like shit. I was telling one of my friends about this, that going back to when I was a teen, there were 2 ex-girlfriends I had back at that time, or girlfriends at that time back then, that they knew their power that they had. Give a little sly look, the words they would say, little kisses and things. They knew damn well how evil they were. They knew their manipulative power. They knew. And then I fucking learned. I was like, oh hell no, that shit ain't happening again. None of that cutesy shit. None of that showing their cleavage or showing their boobs or kissing or making out or going to, second, third base, whatever. None of that shit had any influence on me after the age of 15. I was like, I'm done. As a matter of fact, one of the girls I ended up running into months later after finally breaking up with her, and she did. She still tried. I said, nope, I know your game now. You ain't fucking pulling that bullshit with me no more. What are you talking about? Like, I already know you've done all these things to manipulate me and get me to do your bidding and all this other shit. Like, that ain't happening no more. Get some other fucking, some boy you can brainwash and everything. Ain't no amount of beautiful, ain't no amount of fucking foreplay, ain't no amount of fucking pussy that is good enough for me to just mess with my character. I told a lot of my friends that. Fucking Ewan McGregor needs to get his ass whipped. He needs to remind that he's a fucking man. His goddamn dick back. You could still be a good father. You could still be a good husband. You could still be a good man without being like your dick was like without being a fucking unit. I don't understand. Hello, women love macho men. No, real women. Fuck these fucking feminists. Here's the thing. There are plenty, and I've said this in many of my videos, there are plenty of fucking soy boys out there. So I'm just curious why, and I'm not talking about lesbians, I'm talking feminists. They're straight feminists. There are plenty of fucking soy boys out there. Why aren't you dating them? Why are there plenty of fucking articles coming out going, men don't want to date us anymore? There's a whole bunch of these fucking soy boys y'all can date. Why aren't you happy with them? Isn't that what you want, is a weak man to be with you? No. They want a strong man. They just want to control a strong man. Sorry. I hate to tell you, I don't care how much muscle. Terry Crews is a good example. I don't care how much muscle you have, how good looking you are, how macho you look. Terry Crews is still a fucking soy boy. His dick is in his wife's purse. So you're still not a real man. You're telling me that your wife, who we thought as men, thought fucking Terry Crews was a man's man, you're literally telling me that you're not? Why? Why can't you still be a real man and still, he's obviously a good husband and he's obviously a great dad, but why can't he still be a real man and still be those things? Why is he a fucking soy boy? I'm not understanding. So the wife is into the look, he's into the image her husband presents, wants somebody that she can have his dick in her purse. It's just, oh my God. Anyway, I don't need to continue this video because you can look it up for yourself. It's TheQuartering. I really like following him. DC panics, changes Birds of Prey name. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, and still blames men. I mean, it's fucking stupid. It is so stupid. I love that. How it timed it out right there. Anyway, I made debate on getting into, with myself, on getting into another video here. As I said, I'm trying to keep these down. I really am. 30 minutes would be great. I go off on those tangents. An hour, yes, would be fucking good. Go off on these fucking tangents. Anyway, let me see if I am actually going to do another video here. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out.